Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Alana. I am a anime reactor here on YouTube. But today I'm going to be doing a Q&A for all of you to celebrate 50,000 subs. I wanted to do something to celebrate this milestone here on YouTube, and so I thought we would do a Q&A video. I did one back on Patreon a few months ago when we hit 1,000 patrons over there, and I thought it was really fun, so why not do another one over here on the YouTube? But I'm holding my microphone today. I thought this would be more chill for like a comfy, cozy, relaxed Q&A session. So that's what we'll be doing. I have some questions that people sent me over on the YouTube community post tab. I'll be answering some of them. I probably won't be able to get to all of them because there were a lot of questions, but I'll do my best, okay? I'm sorry if I don't answer yours, by the way. Before we get into it as well, again, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who has been on this journey with me on this channel. I genuinely, didn't think I would ever be here. And I feel like every day I wake up and I'm just so thankful that I get to do this and share my reactions to these shows and movies with all of you. I know I've said this before, in videos and on my Patreon and in tweets and stuff, but I am a person who genuinely gets obsessed with media. That's who I've been my whole life. Started with music and then I moved on to movies. I've had Tumblr blogs and fan pages for all different types of media, and now that I'm doing this, I feel like I've reached my peak of obsession with media and anime that I love. So it's just really cool, and I'm very thankful. I'm very thankful for the support here on YouTube, and then also on Patreon as well, and on my streams too, because I know a lot of you have come over to my Twitch stream. So thank you all so much for watching my videos, for subscribing. I genuinely just feel so lucky. Yeah, I just want to say that. Okay, let's get into the questions. All right, first question is from Hedgehog724. Congratulations, I'm Japanese and studying in the US, but I'm not gonna lie that I'm always looking forward to watching your reactions. They really help me go through stressful university life, so I just want to say thank you. Thank you for watching. My question is, if you are half Japanese, half American or something, because Misako sounds like a Japanese name. This is something I've been wondering from the beginning, so I'd appreciate if you could answer this. Thank you. I get this question a lot, and yes, I am half Japanese and half a mix of white. So English, Scottish, German. So yes, you guessed correctly. Also completely understand stressful university life. I hope everything is going well. I hope you're enjoying your time abroad in the US. Next question is from Jonathan Barger. Congrats on 50K. Been an avid watcher for a few months now, and I'm really happy to see your growth. My question is, what anime that you've seen has the best writing overall? Thank you so much. Best anime, the first one that comes to mind with the best writing, I have to say Your Lie in April. That might just be because I finished watching it a month ago, and so it's pretty fresh in my mind, but the writing in that show is just beautiful. It creates the most perfect imagery in my mind, and it literally feels like poetry. I also think Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood has really good writing as well, and maybe I just attribute that also to the storytelling that they do in Full Metal. Yeah, Your Lie in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I feel like I'm probably forgetting one of my favorites. Oh, Hunter x Hunter, the Chimera Ant arc. Yeah. That killed me when I watched it. I love the writing in that show, but also that arc specifically. Next one from Jeffing Around. What has been your favorite series to react to? Congrats on 50K. Thank you for the congrats. My favorite series to react to, honestly, I think it was Tokyo Revengers. I loved watching Tokyo Revengers, but I also just loved reacting to it because everyone who was watching it with me, watching that series with me, was so nice. It was, I think, one of the first really positive experiences that I had on YouTube with my channel. I reacted to it back in, I think it was 2021, fall, winter 2021. People were so kind, and I also might have really enjoyed reacting to it because before that I was reacting to Death Note and I did not have a good experience reacting to that on YouTube. And so that might be why like my Tokyo Revengers experience was super heightened. But yeah, I loved reacting to Tokyo Revengers. And then I also really enjoyed reacting to Kaguya because that became one of my favorite anime. Just like every single episode that I put out, I was so excited to share with everyone. So. Next question is from Osli Hassan. I'm so sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. Hi Alana, congratulations on reaching 50k subscribers. Your calm and sweet personality is what attracted me to your channel, and I'm definitely here to stay. Thank you. My question for you is, what made you start an anime reaction channel, and what are your dreams for the future? I started this channel because I had watched other reactors before this. It started with Avatar: The Last Airbender. I remember back in 2020, that was when I watched Avatar: The Last Airbender for the first time on Netflix. It was during like the height of the pandemic, and it quickly became one of my favorite shows. And then that's how I found out about reaction channels. So I watched people react to like every episode. It was so fun. I was like, oh my gosh, I can see if other people are like reacting the same way as me, if they had the same emotions, if they cried as much as I did at the end. Ever since then, I had been looking for reactors that had like watched the same shows as me. And so then I was also streaming on Twitch. I was a Twitch streamer first, and then I started my YouTube channel. But people on Twitch, they were like, oh my gosh, you should watch Jujutsu Kaisen, and also the final season of AOT is premiering soon. And I was like, you know what? I've only seen one anime, which is Cowboy Bebop, but I kind of want to watch Attack on Titan and Jujutsu Kaisen. And so I watched Attack on Titan, like the first 3 seasons on my own, and then I was like, wait, what if I actually start my own reaction channel and like share these experiences with people? And so that's what I did. So yeah, it was like an influence from other reaction channels that I had watched, and also from me just wanting to share these experiences with everyone else. And here we are. It's so weird to think about that now I'm here like 50,000 subscribers. But for the future, I think one of my goals for the future with this channel is to have people watch my reactions to shows, even if it's like not their favorite show. Like I think a lot of people watch reactions for like the show that they're watching, if that makes sense, and that's completely fine. But I think it would be really cool if I got to a place where people want to watch my reactions for like me. You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. Okay, next one is from Jose Luis Garcia. Congrats on 50k, and I wish you the best. And I wish the best to you and the channel. How do you organize your time for streams, reaction, and daily life stuff? Have you ever felt pressured about competition and views? Okay, so for organization, I actually have a Google Calendar that I have like blocked out time for and like made all my scheduling and stuff. I used to not do that. I only started doing that a few months ago. I think I made this calendar back when I was uploading reactions to Full Metal Alchemist, because I was like halfway through the show and I realized that I was literally staying up till like 11 p.m. editing videos, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't be doing this all day. Like, it's great, but also I need to take care of myself. So I made a Google Calendar. I also tried out Notion a bit for scheduling, but Google Calendar is what I've been sticking to. I've blocked out time and like scheduled things from like 8 a.m. to now like 6 p.m. So I try not to do any like editing or recording outside of those hours, which is nice, and it's really helped me with balancing everything happening in my life. And then about the competition and views, honestly, I feel like it's natural to like feel that pressure and like feel a sense of competition, but honestly, I personally feel like I've gotten to a point where I have a really nice community on YouTube and also Patreon that I'm not super worried about that. I do have a lot of friends who also like started reaction channels and stuff, and honestly, I just feel happiness and like excitedness that they are also succeeding. All right, next question is from Halfeldian. Hello. I had the privilege to follow you since AOT and then eventually AOT in the latest season, followed by Patreon because you were doing Kaguya full of passive reactions. Bang, marry, kill. Anime edition. Between Crollo, Levi, and Aki. How did I know that you were gonna ask something like this? I'm gonna go with kill first. We're gonna kill Crollo. I'm so sorry, like, Mans is gorgeous, but would he take care of me? No, he would maybe kill me, you know? So we kill him first. Bang. We're gonna say Levi. Mary, we have to go with Aki, okay? Aki would treat you right. That's why I'm marrying him. He cares about people, he cries for people. That's the only correct answer. Thank you. Thank you for that question and also for your support. Next question is from Kiara. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Congratulations, Alana. As for me, since I'm a huge romanticist, curious to know if there's someone who makes you happy. Also, are you doing reactions full-time or do you have a full-time job outside of YouTube? So for the first question, my cat makes me happy, Miso. And usually I wouldn't answer a question like that because maybe it does feel like a bit personal, right? But there have been some people that have been telling people in my comments that I have like a boyfriend or a partner, and I just don't know where they're getting that information from. It's just a bit strange that they feel the need to say that stuff. Anyways, are you doing reactions full time or do you have a full-time job outside of YouTube? So I'm actually doing content creation on Twitch and YouTube full time. I have this reaction channel. I stream on Twitch 3 days a week, and I have a gaming channel and a VOD channel. I just recently finally got the confidence to say that I am like doing this full time. I'm genuinely like so grateful for this life. It is a lot of work. Like I'm gonna be honest, I had an internship. I had a few internships back in college, and I think I work harder now than I did in those internships. But this work, this type of work is so much better. I have met so many wonderful people, so many wonderful creators, so many wonderful people like in the community on Twitch and like in the anime community, which really makes it all worth it. I love it so much. Next question is from Soam Parab. Which one of the big three are you considering reacting to, if at all? And why is it One Piece? To be quite honest, Soam, you're right. It is One Piece. I have a friend, Katie, who is currently reacting to One Piece. You might know her, Katie on YouTube. She's loved it so far. I have actually thought about reacting to one of the big three on my channel as a big long-running series, but I'm just worried. I'm worried that I'm gonna start it and then I won't finish it, or I'll start it and I'll get overwhelmed with like all the editing and stuff. I would love to start One Piece, but I think it might wait until I get an editor or something. Next question is from Matt F. Congrats, love your videos. I have a couple questions. First one, why did you start an anime reaction channel? I already answered that one. I think it was at the beginning of this video. Second question, have you watched any other shows outside the reaction channel? I have, actually. In terms of anime, the ones that I haven't reacted to on this channel are Cowboy Bebop, Orange. I watched the first 3.5 seasons of My Hero Academia. I'm watching through Sing Yesterday for Me. I saw the first season of Fruits Basket. And I'm also watching through Kimi no Todoki. Oh, and Kami-sama Kiss. I love Kami-sama Kiss so much. I think those are like the only anime that I've seen outside the reaction channel. I've also seen like Studio Ghibli movies as well, like Spirited Away, Princess Mononoke, Howl's Moving Castle, My Neighbor Totoro. Yeah, and then like besides anime, I watched Stranger Things. I still haven't finished the 4th season actually. I love Breaking Bad. I need to watch Better Call Saul. I watched like the 1st season and then I haven't watched anything else after that. And Schitt's Creek is one of my favorites too. I know that kind of diverged from the original question, but I just want to share my other anime, non-anime shows that I really like watching. Next question is from Amelia Best Wi-Fi. Congrats for a 50k mark. You're halfway to the silver button. Isn't that crazy? Thank you so much though. Do you intend to study Japanese someday? I would love to study Japanese. I don't know where to start though. Maybe I could download Duolingo, but I've done that before with like Spanish and Italian and I did not get anywhere. So I feel like I would need to pick up a class or something and like actually see someone in person and learn that way rather than doing some sort of self-taught thing. I've learned a few things from watching anime, but obviously I'm not gonna be knowing about how to put sentences together or like converse with someone. All right, next question is from Nobel95. Congrats, Alana, on reaching 50k subs. Who is your favorite YouTuber and who inspired you to make a reaction channel? It's hard to say who my favorite YouTuber is because I feel like I don't watch people as much as I used to. Back in the day, I used to watch a lot of like vloggers and fashion vloggers, travel vloggers. I used to watch a lot of Damon and Joe, if any of you know them, Damon Dominique, Emma Chamberlain, Best Dressed. But for reactors, I personally really like watching the normies and your boy Roshi, Iman, and Abby as well. All of them are like the OGs that I usually watch and who I like watched a lot when I was looking for Avatar reaction videos. All right, this is from Outcast. Congratulations, your reaction videos are really good. Want to ask what got you into anime? So I feel like I mentioned this before, but I'll kind of dive into it a little bit more. It was Avatar: The Last Airbender. It all started with that. The Avatar to anime pipeline is so real, and let me know if you are a victim of it, because I am. I watched Avatar back in 2020 during the pandemic, and it was all a spiral from there. I was like, what other show can I watch that like gives me the same feelings, that kind of has the same animation style? I looked into anime, and then I watched Cowboy Bebop after that. I was like, oh my god, Cowboy Bebop? This is a really good show. And I talked about that a little bit on my stream, and people suggested that I watch like Attack on Titan and Jujutsu Kaisen, and here we are. That's the pipeline that I went down. Okay, next question is from Adam. Would you recommend starting a movie TV reaction channel? Is it something that is viable to make a living on or side income? This is a good question. I would say if you're like really passionate about the shows and the movies that you watch, I would do it. But start it out as a hobby. Like, don't quit school or your job and start a reaction channel, because I mean, you could blow up and like get a bunch of followers and supporters right away, but it takes a while. Like, I've been doing this for 1.5 years now, and I'm now just in this position where I feel comfortable enough to like be full-time on YouTube, but I'm also doing Twitch stuff alongside that. So I feel so new to this that it's hard for me to give a good answer to that. So I apologize. But I guess just like I said, start out as a hobby, see where it goes, make sure you're passionate about what you're doing, watch shows that you want to watch. Okay, next question is from Pouty Baby. Congratulations, still geeked about you getting your own place too. Question, I've been watching you for a minute, but I'm still curious in your taste of food. You like fillet of fish? That's true. What's your favorite dish of all time? My favorite dish, it's hard to think of a singular dish, but I love salmon. Any type of salmon, grilled, sushi, smoked, I will eat it. I think I could literally eat salmon every single day if I could. But unfortunately I can't because it's expensive. Next one is from, is it Steven? Have you ever thought about reading manga on the channel? What kind of music are you into, and any games you plan on playing? I have thought about reading manga on my channel, but I don't think I will. One, because manga can be expensive, and two, I just really enjoy watching things. You know, like watching shows and movies and stuff. I think it's really cool that people do manga reactions though, like live reading reactions. What kind of music are you into? So y'all want to know my Spotify Wrapped? Actually, I'm kind of embarrassed. A lot of my Spotify Wrapped is literally just like lo-fi, because I play lo-fi a lot on my streams. But I guess I would say I listen to a lot of indie pop, anime openings and endings, anime songs, game music, and like just regular pop in general. Some of my favorite artists are Harry Styles, Bia Badoobie, and Cafune. I hope I'm saying their name right. I also really like The Neighborhood. I'm gonna suggest a few songs off my playlist. Okay, first one is Talk by Bia Badoobie. Second one is Reconsider by Cafune. I love Grapefruit by Harry Styles, Stargazing by The Neighborhood, and also all of SZA's new album, SOS. As for games I plan on playing, I'm currently playing through Persona 5 Royal over on my Twitch streams. Guys, I love that game so much. I'm obsessed. I'm an Akechi fan. I kind of love him and hate him at the same time. As for games that I'll play in the future, I really want to play Persona 4 Golden after Persona 5 Royal. I'd love to get into the Kingdom Hearts games. I want to play Final Fantasy 9 and Final Fantasy 10. And of course, Final Fantasy 16 when it comes out. I'm also very, very excited for Breath of the Wild 2. That's coming out in May. And then here's another question, kind of related to the last one, from Gorking JP. Thank you. Congrats on 50K. What is the best game that you've ever played? I think for me personally, the best game that I ever played is Final Fantasy 7. I just recently discovered Final Fantasy and JRPGs this past year. Guys, I love Final Fantasy 7 so much. I started playing the remake, finished it, and I was like, oh shit, I have to play the original. So I played through the original, and now I'm playing through Crisis Core, and I genuinely don't think I've loved a story or character group more than I have with Final Fantasy 7. Like, Cloud Strife is my boy. I love Tifa. I love Aerith. Everyone is just so wonderful in that game. And Sephiroth, like, are you kidding me? Sephiroth, one of the best villains of all time. I'm just gonna say it. That's my opinion. I also love Final Fantasy X. And besides JRPGs, I also love Animal Crossing, Stardew Valley, Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight's another one of my favorites. That's probably right up there with Final Fantasy VII, actually. And I also love Hades, which I haven't finished yet. Next question is from David. Congrats on 50K. My question is, did you go to college? And if so, what did you study? And if not, what do you plan on studying? I did go to college. I went and got my Bachelor's of Science in Communication and Media. And I focused a lot on technical writing. I graduated back in 2020. December 2020, almost like around 2021 actually. I'm actually like using a lot of what I learned in college with my media degree for like YouTube and Twitch and stuff, which is nice. So like I'm getting use out of my degree, which is good. Next question is from Akshat. What's the single best moment you have ever experienced in any anime or show? Spoilers. I'm gonna say spoilers right now. So skip to this timestamp if you don't want to hear them. The end of Fullmetal Alchemist, when Ed gets his arm back, and then when Al gets his body back. I don't know if there's ever gonna be a moment like that ever again in a show that I watch, but that was so impactful. It was so satisfying. I will never get over it. That is 100% without a doubt my single favorite moment ever in an anime, and maybe a show in general, because I can't really think of one for like a non-anime show. Okay. Next question is from Angel Israel Lopez Hernandez. What is the most important thing you've learned from anime and manga compared to other entertainment media? I love this question actually. The types of anime and manga that I like focuses a lot on relationships and development of characters. And I think my favorite thing about anime is that it highlights how important our relationships with people are, like whether they're with our friends or with family. And I'm just thinking of Your Lie in April right now. I feel a huge theme of that show was making human connection, and I feel we can 100% like relate that to our life. So yeah, I don't know, I feel like anime is very, very centralized on friendship and relationships and stuff, which I love it a lot. Okay, next question is from Nana Craig. Hi, love your reaction. Would hear if you have seen Banana Fish and your thoughts about it. If you haven't watched it yet, I would definitely recommend. I have not seen Banana Fish. I've heard really good things about it. I heard that it's very sad. I would love to watch it someday. I would also really like to watch Nana, and I think that just came to Netflix actually. Yeah, Banana Fish and Nana. Those are definitely two on my list. I don't know if I'll do reactions to them or if I will watch them on my own, but we'll see. Next question from Come Over. Who's your anime character crush? By the way, congrats on 50K. How do I answer this? I have too many. Off the top of my head, the first one that comes to mind is Mr. Gojo Satoru. I feel like he will always be my number one. I would die for him. Okay. Besides anime, I feel like in the anime realm, there's also Cloud Strife. Cloud Strife's my baby boy. I love that boy. I would like to protect him. Even though he could probably protect me instead. But yeah, Gojo and Cloud. Also, I love Lloyd and Tengen and Rengoku. I might have a type, if you couldn't tell. Anyways, next question is from Stuart. Hello, Stuart. What's your favorite live action movie genre? And at the top of your head, name a few of your favorite movies of all time or recent. Okay, I used to be really into movies. Actually, like I had a Letterboxd account. I would watch the Oscars every single year. Loved watching like the Golden Globes, award shows. My favorite genre, it's hard for me to choose. I enjoy coming of age stories a lot. My favorite movies off the top of my head, I love Interstellar by Christopher Nolan, Call Me by Your Name with Timothée Chalamet, La La Land, and can I say Moana too? Moana, the Disney movie. I bawled my eyes out watching that. Next question from Ryoche. What's your go-to Culver's order? Thank you for bringing up Culver's, Wisconsin represent. I appreciate that. My go-to Culver's order. I like getting the fish sandwich. I think it's the North Atlantic cod basket. Delicious. Love me some fried cheese curds with that. And then for dessert, I'm definitely a chocolate concrete mixer girly. Add Oreo and crushed cherries. Next question is from Samantha Saint. Do you have any tattoos? And if yes, which is your favorite? I don't have tattoos. I wish I did though. I feel like I'm a very indecisive person, so that's kind of what has held me back from getting a tattoo. But if I were to get one, I think I'd want to get a tattoo of Haku from Spirited Away in dragon form on my arm, or maybe like on my thigh or something. Or I would love to get a paper crane because my sister and my mom and I, we would always make paper cranes growing up. Next question is from Soph. Which anime character is your favorite and which anime character is most like you? Again, it's really hard to choose a favorite anime character. Just thinking of like main protagonists, I really love Tanjiro. I love Tanjiro from Demon Slayer. He is the purest boy, honestly. He is positive, he is caring, he is empathetic. I think my favorite thing about him is the empathy that he shows to like everyone around him. What anime character am I most like? I don't know. Honestly, like the character that I felt I could relate to the most was Kaguya Shinomiya from Kaguya-sama. She like has a hard time opening up to people, right? She has a hard time sharing her feelings with Miyuki. She doesn't want to share her feelings, doesn't even want to admit them to herself. And like, I don't know, I gotta see myself in her in that way. All right, next question is from Space Master 13. Congratulations! Would you ever react to Marvel or Star Wars? I've actually thought about starting a Marvel series on my channel. The only Marvel movies I've seen are the first Doctor Strange, I saw Infinity War, and I saw Endgame. Oh, and the first Spider-Man movie with Tom Holland. So I thought that could be fun, but also that's a big task because there are lots of Marvel movies to watch. As for Star Wars, I've already seen the original movies. I saw the new movies with Rey and Kylo Ren. I've seen Rogue One, I saw Solo, I saw the first season of The Mandalorian, and so like I guess the only Star Wars things I would be able to react to would be the prequels and then maybe like the Clone Wars and stuff, but I don't know. I don't think I'll do that. I did have a big Star Wars phase back in like 2016. I love Star Wars so much, but I haven't seen it in a while. So, okay, next question is from Kuro Suki. Do you like horror? I'm not a big horror girly, to be quite honest. I haven't seen lots of horror movies or like any horror anime. I saw It in theaters. That was the most terrifying moment of my life, even though it was really fun. I actually really enjoyed it. I'm not big into scary stuff. I don't like going to haunted houses. Don't like going through haunted mazes. It's just not for me. I'm a scaredy cat. Okay. This next question is from Emmy. My question is, how did you learn to be so swaggy in such a little amount of time? Emmy, it takes a lot of work. You'll get to 100% swaggy in no time. All right, and then final question is from Katie. Congrats, Lana. My question is, how are you so cool? Katie, I learned it from you, okay? But y'all, thank you all so much for these questions. This was a lot of fun, very chill. This is a long recording too. This is already a 52-minute recording on my computer, so I gotta go edit this. But again, I appreciate you all so much. I hope you learned a little bit about me. I appreciate everyone who sent in questions. I'm sorry if I didn't answer all of them. I did get some duplicates as well, so Hopefully most questions have been answered, but I appreciate y'all for sitting and watching through this, sitting and watching my reactions, and I hope to continue making reactions for a very long time in the future. So also a huge shout out to my YouTube mods. For those who don't know, I got some YouTube mods this past month and they have been wonderful. Shout out to Drummy, Yuhai, and Ethan. Y'all are the coolest people alive. I appreciate you for all your work. Yeah, I just want to put that in there as a side note, but I hope you all take care. I will see you in the next video, whatever that is, and enjoy the rest of your day, okay? Bye, everyone.